Hi, from part 21 onwards, we are seeing how to create the drawing. In this part, we have to see how to convert a view into draft group. This is part of layout menu, and how to modify the hatchings on cross sections. These things we will see. Along with that, we will see how to create the new table or how to retrieve the table from the file, how to create the balloons using that table. These things we will see. Now we will move to Creo. First we will see these two things from the layout menu. See, convert to draft group. First we will see these things. Why we are using convert to draft group? To show the articulation. This is one of your concept level pick and place robot. We needed to show the arm position, different positions we needed to show on drawing. For example, I am creating one particular position. Okay, I have created drawing under the model having associativity. So if we updated in the model, it automatically updated in drawing. See, this is one position. We needed to show both the position, means we needed to convert one view into a draft entity. Now I am going to convert this view into draft entity. Usually in drawing, to show the different position, we always shows in different line style. So I am changing this components line style into different one. For that we needed to go to component display. These things we have seen in the previous part. Component display, style, I am select one or more components. I am just picking pick. I am selecting the entire assembly, give OK. Here I am Phantom line. Okay. Now we converted the views into Phantom. Now I am going to convert this view into a draft entity. Just pick on the view, convert to draft group. After we selected the view, then only it will highlight. Pick on that, convert to draft group, give yes. That's all. Now we converted this into a draft group. I am creating one more view. General, OK, front, apply, close. Now I am changing the angle to 90 degree. Into drawing. Now view display, no hidden, none. Okay. Now we have two views. We have to move this draft entity on to this view. We have to carefully place on that. By zoom several times and place. Okay, we needed to keep like this, then fit. Then we needed to relate this draft entity with the view. So that is most important. Okay, I have selected this, right pick, relate to view, pick this view. Okay, then only if we move the view, the draft entity also moves along with that. So for that purpose, to show the different articulation, we are creating draft entities. Okay, one we have completed, convert to draft group. Then second one is modify the hatching on sections. So this view not important for us. I am taking this one. This is a, sorry, activate this one. This one we have created using the skeleton assembly. Okay, we are going to create drawing for this. I am increasing the scale little bit. Okay, insert projection view. Here I am creating sections, 2D plus apply. Section always view display, no hidden, none. This is the default rule for cross sections. Okay, now we have created, see the hatchings. Here what are all the components? Back cover, this part is battery cover, one inside PCB and front cover, and there is a button here. We want to show the entire component. General view. Okay, we have one exploded view, view display, sorry, view state. We don't have explode view. Okay, leave it, we will see later, but we needed to create explode view to show the balloons. Okay, now we need to modify the hatching. See, the cross section hatchings are there. It should be in the layout menu. Pick on the hatching line, double click on the hatching line. See, it takes this part now. Now we can change line style, angle, line between the space between the lines, and the color, everything we can change here. See, now I am changing the angle into 45 degrees. See, now the space between the lines is very small, so I am increasing the spacing. Go to spacing. See, here we can see first component, then pick next previous is to select next component, previous component, like that. This is spacing, angle. Spacing we can double or half. Yeah, otherwise we can give the value also. By picking the value we can give 0.7, like that we can give. Now we modified this part hatching line. Then we needed to go to next. It is selected the button. Here similarly I am changing the angle into 45 degree, then spacing into 0.5, then next. Here we already gave 45 degree, so we should not show the adjacent part with the 45 degree. So I am changing angle to, see, 45 means same orientation. I am moving to 135. This is opposite orientation. Then the spacing value 0.7. Okay. Similarly, we can do for front also. If we want to exclude some component from the hatching, means we can do so by picking the, so first select the component. Next I am going to exclude hatching for the PCB. Picking next. Okay, now we have selected PCB. Just pick the exclude. Okay, done. Okay, if we want to restore also, we can restore the hatching for this component. Pick on this hatching line to next. Here we needed to give restore, exclude or restore. Okay, in this way we can control the hatching lines. Other things you can do yourself by changing the color, everything we can do. Now we have completed the cross section hatching. Next we will see the table. See, in the layout we have seen maximum, and then we moved to the table. Here in two ways we can create the table. One, by manually we can create the table. Otherwise we can retrieve the table which is already created by the company or company. I think no need to create the table. All companies having their own format, bill of material table format. So no need to create the table manually. Better we can okay, a little bit we will see how to create the table, then we will move to how to retrieve the table. Retrieving the table and placing the balloon is most important, because we are going to work in this way only. We are not going to create table. If we have our own company, if we needed to create our own table, then we can use these options, otherwise not necessary. First we will see how to create the table manually. See, just pick how many how many rows we need, how many columns we need. Based on that we need to select the table and place. If you want to increase the height and width, we can pick on the cell, go to see height and width. We can control this by changing the values. 35 preview, everything we can control. Okay, so table. If you want to see, these are all rows and columns. If you want to add, I am adding letters content here. Okay, by double clicking we can type the text. Okay, if we need any orientation for alignment, double click this. In the text style you can do all the alignments, left, right, bottom, top. Please try yourself all the things. For example, if we need this into center, see review, it should be in the center. Okay, if you need to change the color, we can change the color. Like that we can do anything on that. Now I am going to add, if we want to add a row, just we need to pick where the row needed to be added. If I want to add a row in between these two row means pick the line. See, we can get. In the same way, if we want to add the column, we can add the column also. Okay. Then merging the cells. Merge. Pick the cells. Then pick. Okay. Merge. If we don't want merge means unmerge. Just pick one more time. It will automatically unmerge all the cells. Okay. Now we know how to create the table and how to change the size of the table. Also we can merge and unmerge. Sometimes only we need to delete the line. See, we can, in the line display, we can delete the lines also. Try these things yourself. Now we will move to table from file. That is most important for drawing creation. If you want to delete, just select the entire table. If you want to move, just pick on the table, move to one corner. See, we can move anywhere. If you want to delete the table, select the table, just delete button. Now we are going to retrieve the table. Table from file, system, table, assembly. This is the default table used in Creo. See, it contains all the part numbers and all components. Okay, see, this is the default table. Just pick the table. If you want to work on the table, please select the table menu. If you want to work on the views, pick the layout. If you are creating dimension or adding notes means select the annotate. Now I am going to move the table, so I am moving this table layout. Now we have retrieved the table from the default file. If you want to increase the width, just pick on the cell, should be in the table menu, pick, right pick, height and width. Width we need to increase, just pick 75, preview, okay. Still width 85, 90. Okay. Now there is no overlap on text. Okay. Creo automatically takes all the component and gives the bill of material. This is the default table available in Creo. If we want to create our own table, we can create that also by going into repeat region. Now I will show using this table how to create the balloons. Create balloon all means it automatically creates all the balloons. See, it will be like this. If you want to show something on this view, for example, front cover third part, if you want to show here means just pick, right pick, move item to view here. 3 is front cover, edit attachment, this one. Okay, we can, if you want to change the attachment position, we need to edit attachment. We have to select the entity like that. Sometimes we need filled dot. If you want to show on surface, we can select these things. Try yourself. 3. Then now totally we have, see in this component we have one PCB, front cover, rear cover, one button, and the back side one battery cover. Totally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 components are there here, but in the table we are having 6 components, the skeleton also included. We need to remove the skeleton. How to remove a component from the, go to repeat region, go to filters, select a region. We need to select the region by item. By item, it automatically exclude. I am going to select this skeleton. Okay, give okay, done. Now we removed the skeleton. In this way we need to remove. If we want to add also, we can do in the same way. Okay, now I removed 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. See, we can delete also. If you want to delete. See, create balloon by view. By view means by picking the view, it shows all the balloons. I'm deleting this. By component means we need to select component and create the balloon. Now I am selecting the PCB. Just pick, create balloon by component, right pick, query. I am selecting, okay, this PCB. Okay, after selected, pick the middle button. See, we are getting this balloon. To show clearly, pick on that left button, left mouse button to pick as well as a drag, right pick, edit attachment, we can, in this way we can create all the balloons. Now we know how to create the balloons for all the components. We needed to show like this. Sometimes we need to this front cover must be a component number 1. In this way we needed to create the table. Means go to repeat region. Here fix index is there. We can fix the index. Just pick, select a region. Select a region. We have selected. Fix. We need to fix the number. For example, the front cover needed to be a part 1. This is the front cover. Just I am picking this index. It should be a part 1. Then the button needed to be a part 2. Where is button? Here we needed to fix 2. Then PCB to be a part 3. Where is PCB? Picking this into 3. Done. Similarly 3. This one is a rear cover 4, battery cover 5. Done. Now see, based on our requirement we can fix the index 1 2 3 4 5 like that. If we want to change the index, means we need to unfix this one. Repeat region, fix index. We need to select the region. If I want to assign 2 for PCB, 3 for button, means unfix these 2 as well as 3. Then go to fix PCB into 2, button into 3. Done. Now we changed. If we want to assign some numbers to some component, means we need to assign that number. First we need to unassign the number, unfix the number. Then only we can assign. Okay, now we know how to fix the index. Table from file, new table creation, balloon creation, add remove region. We will see these things in the next part. Filter, fix index, add and remove region. See, in the repeat region, okay, we will see these things. Add and remove. If we want to create new table with the repeat region, means we need to add. Now the table which we retrieved having the assigned repeat region, if you want to remove, if I want to remove this repeat region, means click on that, remove, pick region. It asks, if I pick this one, do you really want to delete this region? If we give yes, all the balloons will gone. Then there is no relation between this table and the view. I am giving yes. Done. Now there is no relation between the table as well as the part. See, we cannot able to create balloons, and also we cannot edit it. It's a simple table. See, we can edit separately. This is a ordinary table. We have to control everything manually. Okay. For this type we needed to create manual balloon. Balloon node with the leader, pick this one, and front cover is here, first part, give 1, enter, like that we needed to do. This is not a proper way, but sometimes we need to do like that. We needed to create our own table, then we needed to assign the balloon accordingly. This is a manual, but we needed to carefully check it. If we are changing the index, it won't change here in the views. Okay. Now I am deleting this table. Now See, this is, there is no connectivity. In the repeat region, how to add? For example, if we want to create our own table, see, I am creating one own table. This one is serial number. Then here part name. Here quantity. Here mass. If we want to create the table like that, means the part name and mass need to be in parameter. What is parameter? For example, part name. This is the PCB tools parameter. Here we need to create these two things plus part name part space name. We have to use the same pattern. If we are using caps, means we have to use the caps in table. I will tell these things here. Part name, only name we can give. Name. Here changing into strings, the name PCB. The one more thing is mass. I am adding mass. This is also string. I am adding some value 0.02. Name mass I added, capital NAME. Okay. In this way we need to add to all components. See, name and mass. See how I am going to add the region. Repeat region, add. Locate corner of the region. I am selecting this one, and another table cell I am selecting this. Okay, now region added. Repeat region added. We have to double click on this cell. See, here this is a serial number. So assembly member, this is a index. Where is index? Sorry, RPT index. Okay, here name, we already defined one name in parameter. So double click, assembly member, user defined, give the name the same way, NAME, enter. Okay, then quantity. See, here RPT quantity, here mass, assembly member, user defined, capital MASS, enter, Control G. See, part name, all components having this part name as a parameter. Mass, I added 0.02 here, so it comes here. In this way we have to create our own table. For example, front cover we need mass, means we have to calculate the mass and add on that. Front cover tools parameter, here no mass, so add the mass. From the mass property we have to 0.2 gram. Okay, if we added here, the drawing gets updated. See, here also 0.2 gram. This way we can do, but we have to assign all parameters. For this table we can create the balloons. Create balloons by view. Okay, we can control index, everything. What we have done earlier, these things we can control for this table also. This is the way we have to create the table, but this is not important because all companies having their own format. We need to retrieve and use. Just for information I am telling these things. Okay, we have completed these things. Thank you for watching.